Hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm Adam Bolds with Hunt the Wild and Hunt the Wild podcast. Today I wanted to take a little bit of time and film this video for you guys. Show you guys a little bit what I got going on in the back of my truck as far as my hunting, camping, fishing, outdoor mobile hunting kind of setup. So I'm going to open up the shell here and kind of dive in on what I did and what seems to work really well for me. I know everybody's a little different. They sell deck systems out there. Some people like to just throw a mattress in the back to camp. Some people like to go all out. But I've got a platform that's level with my fender wells and a couple of drawers, and it seems to be working out pretty well. So let's dive into the shell and see what we got going on in there. So what you're looking at here is basically a platform that I've built level with the fender wells. It has 5 supports across the top, and the whole top layer is built out of 3/4 inch plywood. The drawer systems here run the full length of the bed, and they're somewhere around 76, 78 inches. They're tucked up pretty tight against the tailgate. I wanted to get as much space as I possibly could. I decided not to go with any handles because obviously you're going to lose a little bit there as far as lengthwise or drawer space if you add a handle, because it's going to add that little bit of extra that you need to close the tailgate. So I just pull them here on the top, and no handles, nothing like that. So let's kind of get in here and pick this thing apart, and maybe it'll spark your mind to build something like this in the back of your truck. So these are going to be the drawer systems right here. Like I said, they're both the full length of the bed, and I generally just grab them right here and pull them all the way out. They're not on any sort of track system or anything. It's just simply sitting on the truck and the metal and sliding. And it's surprisingly, for being as full as it is, and it's actually not as full as it normally is, it's heavy, but it doesn't it's not very hard to pull. It's pretty easy. So I opted not to go with the track system. It's more work, for 1. 2, it's more money, and 3, I just didn't feel like I needed it. So I'm not very organized right now in the drawers. Still getting ready, to get ready for deer season and everything like that. But I'm gonna pull out the second drawer here. It's gonna be very similar. There's a seat pad in there and a couple of frog gigs from last weekend. But as you can see, it's fairly long. There's quite a bit of space in here. I'm gonna grab a tape measure here and throw you guys a measurement just so you know how much space you have, so you can put it in perspective. Now, when you're looking at depth on this, you're looking right around 9 inches. So keep that in mind if you're thinking about storing something bigger. When it comes to length, we're looking about 77 inches. So that can give you a little bit of perspective on how deep and how, I guess, high up it sits. These are very, very easy to slide in and out. This is all built out of a 3/4 inch plywood, which I carpeted. I just use a simple outdoor carpet glue, similar to what you would use on a boat, I guess. And this is just outdoor carpet. I just painted it on there, covered it in the carpet, kind of rolled it flat with my hands, and then just pulled it tight and stapled it. Now, looking down the sides here, you've got a couple of compartments. Hope you can see. This is kind of where I store hitches and trash and stuff like that that's easy accessible. You can see that's a trash area there, but it's fairly wide. I'd say it's 6 or 7 inches, and it goes back a few feet. Now you might kind of wonder about all the lost space on the sides, right? Because the drawers do end right here. So I'm going to show you how I decided to kind of utilize that space and get the most out of my truck bed here. So let's climb up climb up here and check those out. All right, guys, now we're on the inside looking out. There's my messy garage, of course. But we're gonna come over here to the sides. I wanna show you kind of where those 2x4s and those drawers ended, right? So it was right in here. Right here, I've decided to make me panels all along the sides of this, which gives me compartments to be able to access stuff from in here and utilize all that space. So if you pull this up right here, you can see the support that's gonna run from this side all the way across and onto this side here. There's the trash bin down in there, but I can go through and basically pull all of these panels out of here. There's the fender wells, the next brace, other side of the fender well, next brace, and then the back section right here, which is a little peek into these compartments now. Now this here, what you're looking at again is the braces. I just wanted to give everybody a chance to kind of see my thought process behind it, but I secured these braces as well as I could to the truck and then put feet on them. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They run all the way across. And then each one of them has a foot right here for extra support. So very, very simple. Just a couple of L brackets, some self-tapping screws, and a little bit of time, you can have a pretty stable frame to lay your plywood on top. When you look at the bottom here, you can see I used L brackets also and self-tapping screws to mount the support pieces to the actual metal of the truck bed. Now, when you do this, you want to be mindful that you have brake lines, spare tires, gas tanks, all of that underneath. So you want to pick and choose where you put the screws and be mindful not to hit any of that stuff. Let's put some of these panels back in, and then I'll show you the blinds that I've put up to give me a little bit of privacy when I'm camping. So the blinds here you're looking at are actual blackout blinds that I bought, and that is one section cut in half and then trimmed a little bit to give me full coverage of the window. Originally I had used Velcro and just stuck it to it and then stuck it to the liner. And as you can see, there's some white spots on that now because I had to super glue it due to the heat melting off the glue that came originally on the Velcro. So if we come over here, we can quickly just peel down the blind. And we'll do one side here to just give you a view. Just how quick and easy this here works. I usually leave these up on the sides, just helps kind of hide my gear and stuff in my truck. But they just Velcro to the headliner there, and you could technically roll them up and pack them away if you wanted to, if you didn't want to leave them on all the time. Going over to the back window, it's got the same kind of concept. I do leave that one down so I can see out of my rear view mirror. That's something that I'm only going to put up while I'm camping or stationary somewhere and not driving, but it's the same concept. Velcro, stick it to the headliner, very simple, cut it to the window size. It doesn't take much effort at all, but privacy is important, you know. When you're going around with gear and you're traveling and hunting and sleeping, you want to be able to kind of keep out of the view and stay as stealthy as possible. This is just a view of the other side there. You can see that it's made the exact same way. Now, something to keep in mind when you decide to buy a camper shell for your vehicle is height. Now, I'm only 5'8", so I guess I would consider myself on the shorter end of most people, but I wanted a higher up cab so I could actually sleep in here, cook in here, relax in here, whatever it might be, and not constantly bang my head. So I opted for the higher up version. Generally, camper shells or toppers are going to be level with your cab, which I had on my last truck, And the problem I had with it, I was always crunched down like this trying to do stuff. So that little bit of extra headroom really does help. So that might be something to keep in mind if you're looking to do this sort of thing with your vehicle. It is a little less aerodynamic on your vehicle, so it is going to affect your gas mileage because it sits up over your cab of your truck a little bit. But depending on how much you use it and what you're going to use it for, that might be something else that you want to keep in mind. Well guys, I hope you were able to learn something from this video today. If you like the content, please like and subscribe for more of this outdoor hunting, fishing, camping, nature kind of content. And I hope to see you guys back here. Please drop a comment below if you have any questions or concerns or need some help, you know, building out your truck setup. I'm always willing to answer questions and help you guys out. So again, thanks again, and we'll see you soon.